Guys, we are going to continue the discussion with respect to our Python series, and this video we are going to deep dive into the operators and we'll see that how with the help of Python we will be able to perform different operations. Now here is the entire video outline. So first of all, we will go ahead and see introduction to operators, then we'll see multiple arithmetic operators like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, flow division, modulus and exponential. Along with this, we'll see comparison operators like equal to, not equal to, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and we'll perform various operations. Along with this, we'll also be seeing logical operators like and or not, and then we'll be like all these things will be shown along with the practical examples, right? So let me just go ahead. First of all, if you don't know about operators, guys, any kind of arithmetic operation or logical operation can be probably performed with this kind of operators. Okay, and obviously when we write any Python code, we definitely require a lot of operations probably to develop our projects and all, right? So quickly, let me just go ahead and create my code cell, and here I will show you one shortcut. You just press escape and press A, automatically cells will get appended, right? So first of all, we are going to go ahead with arithmetic operations, right? And here with respect to the arithmetic operations, let me just go ahead and create some variables like a is equal to 10. So I will go ahead and write. Okay, this is getting added. We'll discuss about all these things. No worries. So a is equal to 10. Okay. And let's say I'm going to write b is equal to 15. If I want to perform any kind of operations over here, right? Let's say I want to perform a basic arithmetic operation. I will go ahead and write result is equal to a plus b. So this is the addition operation that we specifically do. And here I can go ahead and print my result, right? A simple addition operation. So here my answer is 15, right? Similarly, what I can actually do is that again, so this will basically be my add result. Okay, similarly, we can go ahead and create our subtraction result, which will be nothing but a minus b. Then along with this, we can go ahead and do our multiplication result, right, which will be nothing but a multiplied by b. This is what we specifically get with respect to the multiplication operation. Along with multiple operation, we also have a division operation. So let me just go ahead and write my division underscore result is equal to a divided by b. Okay. And then we will also be having flow division. We'll discuss what is the difference between flow division also. So here you can see floor underscore div underscore results. Okay. And here you can see I have to just use a double slash, like it's not divided, it's double divided by b. Okay. So we'll discuss about this, why exactly we use this flow division. Okay. So this is my addition operation. This is my subtraction operation, subtraction operation, and the next one is my multiplication operation, and this is my division operation, and this is my flow division. We'll understand everything over here, don't worry. Normal operation, I think you know it, right? It's basic maths. Then you also have which is called as modulus operation. Okay, so here I'm going to basically go ahead and write modulus underscore result is equal to a modulus b. So we'll discuss about this. So this is exactly my modulus results, or here I can write a modulus operation. Okay. And then finally, you'll also be able to see that I will also use an exponential operation. And here I can go ahead and write exponential underscore result, which will be nothing but a to the power. To the power, we basically say like we use this 2 star to the power of b. Okay. So this is basically my exponential operation. Okay. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and print this result. So here we have this. Then again, I will go ahead and write print. Then again, I will go ahead and write print. I'll copy this print multiple times because I need to display this results together. Okay. So now let me just go ahead and write the subtract result. Let me go ahead and just a second, multiple results. So I will go ahead and paste it over here. And then we have our div result. We'll paste it over here. Then we have our modulus result. We'll paste it over here. Then we have our exponential results. We'll paste it over here. Okay. One flow division result is pending. So let me just go ahead and write it over here. Print. and I'll paste it over here. So here you can see addition is 15, subtraction is 5, multiplication is 50, division is 2.0, and floor division result is nothing but 2, right? We will discuss about both of them, why 2.0 and 2. Then you have modulus operation. Modulus basically means that it will try to just give you the remainder, right? So here you can see 10 divided by 5 is like the remainder is 0. So that is the reason you will be able to see 0 is over here. And when we do a to the power of b, right, 10 to the power of 5, we are actually going to get this value, right? Now let's discuss more about this 2, okay, this 2 operation. Let's say that I want to divide a number like 10 divided by 5. So I will be able to get 2. If I go ahead and write, let's say I will go ahead and write 21 divided by 5. And obviously you know the result, it is 4.2, right? But if I use floor division, then what will happen is that I will get the answer as 4. So whatever will be the floor value, right, the lowest value, it will just remove the decimal and it will give you the output. Okay. So this is a basic example. Now you can perform various operations and we will see. I'll try to create a calculator for you. And over here only, I will show you that particular project also, right, as we go ahead. Perfect. Now the next step we are going to probably discuss about is comparison operators. Okay, so let me just go ahead and write it down and basically write it down as comparison operators. So guys, now let's go ahead and see some of the comparison operators. Now, first of all, we will go ahead with double equal to. Okay, so we will be using double equal to. Now let's say that I will go ahead and create a result, or let me just go ahead and define a variable called as a is equal to 10, okay, and b is equal to 10. Now if I want to probably compare this operators, right, what I can actually do, I can go ahead and write my result, and let me just go ahead and simply use a tuple. I will talk about this brackets, and just let me write it like a double equal to b, or if I don't even want to write like this, just go ahead and write a double equal to b, right? If I execute it, I will be able to get true over here. So this is nothing but it is a more of a equal to comparison, where it will be comparing between two identifiers and what value it has, right? It basically compares the value that is present within this particular data type. Okay, then this is equal to operator. So here let me go ahead and write equal to operator, and you can apply it on various different data types. Let's say I have str1, my string 1, I have like Krish, okay, and str2, I have Krish, right? Same string, right? So capital Krish and Krish. Now if I go ahead and write str1 double equal to str2, then here you'll be able to see I'm getting true, right? Let's say if I use a small k, okay, then you can see that I'm getting a false. So this comparison is also with respect to case sensitive, right? So whatever data is present with respect to this, it is just going to compare it. Okay. So this is some type of operations. The next comparison operation that we are going to discuss is nothing but not equal to. Okay. So not equal to, which is denoted by this exclamation not equal to. Now, if I go ahead and just write str1 is not equal to str2. So obviously based on this comparison, you can say that this is exactly false because both of the strings are true, right? So that is the reason it is coming as false. Let's say if I go ahead and define again my string 1 and string 2, let's say I go ahead and define it as string 3, and then this will basically be my string 4. And now let me make this as a small character, okay? And let me go ahead and write str3 is not equal to str4. Now it should probably give me a true value. Why? Because both of them are not equal, right? So this was another operation that is not equal to. Okay. Now coming to the next one, which is basically called as greater than. So this will basically be greater than. So this is again a comparison operation which we can actually use. Let's say, and this greater than operation, let's say I have a value like 45, a is equal to 45, or let me just go ahead and number 1, 45, number 2 is 55. Now if I go ahead and write number 1 is greater than number 2, right? So the answer may be false because number 1 is obviously small over here. So here you can probably see that I'm actually getting false, right? So this is one example of greater than operation. And similarly, if greater than is there, then obviously less than should also be there. So less than operation, which is denoted by less. Greater than operation is basically denoted by this. Okay. Now in this case, if I want to execute less than, so again, if I go ahead and execute num1 is less than num2, so here you'll be able to see that I'm able to get true, right? You can also print this result. At the end of the day, I'm actually going to get a Boolean value itself, because this is a comparison operation. And with respect to all the comparison operation, we are either going to get true or false. Okay. Now this is fine. Like less than is there, greater than is there. Now obviously you also have something called as greater than or equal to, right? So let me just go ahead and write greater than or equal to, right? So here let me just go ahead and show you one more example. Let's say that I have a number 1. Number 1 is equal to 45 and number 2 is equal to 45. Okay. Now if I go ahead and put this condition, number 1 is greater than or equal to number 2. So I'm basically going to get the answer right over here as true, because obviously this is equal. At least one of the condition is basically getting true, right? So if I go ahead and print it, you'll be able to see this, right? Now here you can actually see that yes, everything is working fine and I'm able to get true. Now similarly, there is one more comparison operation, which is nothing but less than or equal to. Now in this particular case, if I apply the condition less than or equal to 2, again I'm going to get true, because 45 is equal to 45. So one of the condition is getting matched, less than or equal to, right? If I go ahead and probably let's say in number 1 I go ahead and write 44, then also it is going to be true, because this condition is getting matched because number 1 is less than number 2, right? So over here, this is another one operation, right? So just you got an idea about various comparison operation that we have actually done. Now let me do one more thing. Let me just go ahead and talk about logical operators. Okay, so here I'm going to basically create a field and let's say I'm going to write logical operators, right? So one is that we have discussed about comparison operators. So let me make a cell over here so that for your reference purpose also it becomes easy, right? So for cell comparison operators. Okay, done. Perfect. So comparison operators, and here you have all the things, right? And now we are going to discuss about logical operators. Now logical operators basically means there are three. One is and, one is not, okay, and one is or, right? So most common operation in logical operator is something like this. Now let me talk about this, right? In the case of and, and if you know about digital logic gates, I hope in college at least some idea you have about it. In case of and, when both A and B, right, are true, then only you will be able to get the output as true. Otherwise it will be completely false. What do I mean by that? Let's say I have two Boolean variable. One is X. Let's say it is true, right? Now in this particular case, if my Y is also true, right? Now if I go ahead and write, okay, let's say that I go ahead and create my result, and let me go ahead and write it as X and, see, and operation we have to use Y, right? Now if I go ahead and print my result, if I go ahead and print my result, you'll be able to see that I'm able to get true, right? Because both of them are true, right? But in this particular case, if I just copy this and paste it over here, and this case, now let me say that if Y is false, then if I go ahead and execute it, is going to come false, right? Even though this may be true and this may be false, then also I'm able to get false. So in the case of AND operation, right, always you need to make sure that whenever both the variable will be Boolean true, then only your output will be true, right? In the case of AND operation. Now let's go ahead and understand about OR operation. Now in the case of OR operation, only in the case when X and Y are false, then only we are going to get the output as false. Remaining all the time, if I keep it as true or false or true, sorry, this is AND, right? Okay, OR. Now anytime you'll be able to see whenever I keep X, either one of them is true or both of them is true, I'm always going to get the output as true. Otherwise, if both of them are false, I'm always going to get the output as false. So this is the most important thing with respect to the OR operation, right? And finally, you'll be able to see that I also have another operation which is called as NOT. And not operation is nothing but it is the reverse. It is just a reverse of a Boolean variable, right? What do I mean by that? Let's say I have x is equal to true, right? And if I go ahead and write not of x, then what I'm able to get, see, inverse of this x, right? So here I'm able to get false, right? So not is nothing but it is an inverse of any Boolean variable. So if this Boolean variable is false, then if I go ahead and write not of x, then I'm actually able to see that I'll be getting true, right? So here we have discussed various comparison logical operators. Again, it will be important for various arithmetic operations as such. One good code example, arithmetic or simple calculator we'll be designing, and you can probably check out this code. Okay, so here you can see I'm giving float, enter first number, second number, and you're performing addition, subtraction, multiplication, float division, modulus, exponential, and here you are displaying it. So let's go ahead and execute this. So if I go ahead and write 12 and execute it, 4, execute it. So here is what is my output, right? So I hope you were able to understand regarding operators. This was it from my side. I will see you all in the next video. Thank you.